I think one of the things where I didn't historically go and get screened, when I was younger, was that worry about going into a clinic, whether it be for HIV or just STDs at the time. It was always that worry about, why am I going in there and what's everyone else going to be like inside? Obviously now as I've grown up, and it's just a walk in the park, when I meet people in there, I always talk to people, because I remember when I was in the Lawson downstairs, you're nervous and everything and worried, but just that other patient in there to talk about stuff with while you're waiting in those times for the doctors, just helped to relax you and stuff, and think it's not as scary as it is. There's other people who are in lots of different conditions, better or worse than you.
I mean, that's also, there's two things there. One that I can see is that we're touching on sort of peer support, supporting each other, talking about experiences, why we're here, what we're doing, how did you get through this this life event, whatever it might be, whether it's a diagnosis or different treatments. But also, it's that sort of, I think the technical term is normalization. I'm not sure. It's where instead of being a very discrete, separate speciality, HIV becomes more something that is treated by. It's something maybe your GP isn't prescribing your HIV medication, but is fully on board about.
Yeah.
And the first time I ever went for sexual health screening in Brighton, it's long enough ago that no one else can remember it. But back then, you only had a number, and you were called in this little wooden hut by your number, not by your name, in part because they didn't want a nurse or a receptionist saying, "Jim, Andrew, it's your turn. It was patient number 137, please," because that's pre-HIV days. Even. People were so uptight about sexual health generally. And that really rolled over into HIV at the beginning of HIV in a big way. That really tight, that almost the fear around disclosure or what.
There is that misconception around it, and about that worry that people was, he said, well, people see me going into that clinic. Perhaps if someone saw me, it's like,
and that on the one hand that does protect people's anonymity, but on the other hand, it does build on stigmatization.
Yeah.
And by giving someone a number, not a name, or saying, "Oh, this clinic doesn't have the name above the door," it's helping almost self-stigmatizing.
Yeah. It's a shame.
Yeah.
It's interesting you mentioned it when you talk about peer support.
Yeah.
Like where you get support. I remember being in there. Yeah, I had lots of leaflets, and I'm sure the Beacon was one of the leaflets I was given at the time.
And were there other things there you found then, or did you pick up any other peer support?
It's interesting enough. I think I read a lot and stuff, and I remember at the time the area I did get peer support, which is going back, it was online. Using in those days, one of the only apps or websites was Gaydar.
Yeah.
And if in years gone back, you used to go into chat rooms.
Yeah.
So you get into, and I remember there's a HIV chat room.
Okay.
And I went into that chat room thinking, okay, I need to just chat with someone, sort of thing. And I remembered chatting online to this guy, and he was very, very supportive from up north. I don't know if he was from a support centre or anything, but I remember that night he certainly put my mind at rest about lots of questions, which I probably should have the courage to have gone to a support network, a peer network locally. But again, it's that unknown when you're first diagnosed and entering into a different world aspect of, what's it going to be like, who am I going to meet, what am I going to, do I need help as well?
Yeah.
I'm quite a strong individual. It's like, I always think, do I need help? Do you need, what do you need? It's like, I'm absolutely fine.
Yeah.
But I'm glad there's places there. And as the years have gone on since I've come and helped the Sussex Beacon here, it's good to see the peer support network, and when they have patients and inpatients and outpatients come in for chats and stuff.